turn down the audio in OBS for the video because I can't actually hear it, and so I don't know how loud it is over my voice whenever I unmute while it's still going. How is everybody doing? Move my mic just a little bit closer to my mouth. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, fantastic morning. Hello, Solo. Peak returns. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm looking at like the audio bar, and it looks like it's still just as loud as it was. I'm gonna mute it. There we go. That oughta fix it. No more music. No more fun time. Only block game. Only block game. Not Steam. Close Steam. Windowed game. Realize that it's on the wrong Minecraft. There we go. How's everybody doing? I've had a busy last week, so I hadn't really had a great chance to get on here. I had gone ahead and oh yeah, I was working on the swamp. I think I sent the picture of the swamp to Lego or Pix. I sent it to somebody so that I would actually have it. Has image. I sent it to somebody. I'm scrolling my DMs with pics first. Yep, there we go. Copy image. Turn down my headphones just a little bit. Desktop audio's good. Browser audio, all that's good. Alright. But yeah, been a busy week, and I was working on Space World mods a bit on some of my actual days off as well. So it's just been well, a little bit cramped for time. Okay, so where was I? I was working on the leaves for this kind of middle layer of the swamp. Stream elements bot running. Learn how to customize the bot here. Alright. My wood understack is fine. I've got a little bit too much cobblestone, and I need to get more leaves. It's currently the situation. Okay, we'll head back over there. I also need to bring grass over here, because it's pretty clearly not growing on the insides of that. Though maybe the dirt looks nicer for the swamp, but I don't know. I think it should be grass. But yeah, today we're gonna go ahead, finish up the swamp, then build our little outhouse over there. And we'll see what we have time for after that. That shouldn't take the whole stream, I don't think. Because I really am just kind of on the tail end of it. Maybe I'll work on the mine. It's another build that's been around. I wanted to do a Thanksgiving stream, right? But it was a long, tiring day. And then I meant to do a stream yesterday, but we had to set up a bunch of stuff for Christmas, and it took the whole day. And there's a whole shenanigan. So I finally have some time today. But I also work today at 2 p.m., so probably not going for too much more than 2 hours, maybe. Got a little bit of coffee. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of furnaces out of this cobble. Just to clean my inventory out a little bit. Okay. I don't need to do this with all the cobble, but it is nice to not just toss it out. Okay. Can put all that in a proper chest. Just get my inventory cleared out a good bit. Gravel is fine, dirt's fine, sand, mossy cobble. Everything in here is pretty much good, other than the leaves. Which, I won't need more than 2 stacks of them, I don't think. So that should be good. Gold ore over here. Okay, and I want to say gravel is over here. Yep. Flint. Coal. Saplings I'll keep on me for the swamp. Rest of my inventory should be fine. I've got feathers, but I'm probably gonna have to kill more things, so that's just gonna fill back up. Okay. I may be stupid. I forgot to grab the grass. Okay. Forgive me for the big old drinking noises. I woke up like about an hour ago now. A little bit earlier than I needed to because I got jump scared by bees in my dream, which it happens. I'm fine with the bees, but when you have a Looney Tunes looking dream where you open a door and a horde of angry bees come out trying to sting you, you're gonna wake up quick. You're gonna wake up quick. That was a wonderful end to my night. Thankfully, it was like just before my alarm would go off, and I think it was like, I guess somehow triggered by my pillow falling beneath the bed, or behind the bed. So like just dropping from beneath my head or something. There was some like weird sudden thing that corresponded to getting attacked by a swarm of bees. I don't know how my brain extrapolated that from a pillow falling, but that's why I'm awake. Otherwise, I probably would have been asleep at least until now, maybe a bit later. But I decided I wanted to stream, stay up a little bit. So we are here now, and there's no bees, and we're safe. We're safe from the bees. Okay. The sniper trees I might give a little bit of love soon-ish. I mean, I did clean up the area around them, and that makes it, like, substantially less of an awkward thing. Right? Maybe I'll, like, put sand there to keep it all even, and then kind of make a bush fence around it. Hold up, I want to get this out of the way real quick. I tried. Okay. There we go. Now all those are even. I can worry about like fencing it in later, kind of preserving it with like a hedge maze. Not hedge maze, but hedge fence. Okay. Regardless, we're gonna hope 2 stacks of leaves is enough and I don't have to make an understack, but I have my little reference image pulled up for how I wanted the swamp to look. So now, it's just a matter of kind of building that out. Right? And then that last one right there. Come around this way. You. And then the rest of these are just along it, no filled in spaces. Okay. Good. I think I already did do this middle bit yet. Alright, so this goes all the way around. Yeah, I'm gonna be pausing a lot. I'm like referring to an image in paint.net that I had set up last time. Okay, good. Okay, this one doesn't actually have leaves. I have no idea just how natural this is going to look at the end. I have a vision, and chat called me insane for it, but I believe in it. I believe in the vision. I think it'll look great. I think it'll look swell, fantastic, without any issues whatsoever first try. That's what we aim for here on youtube.com/@Phantasop. That's what we strive for. Okay. This is probably going to end up breaking my gravel understack, which doesn't overly matter, I don't think. I wish it didn't, but it's not gonna kill me to have to make a new one at some point. That's fine. Okay, this one over here is next up. Okay, so I think it is. Yeah, it is. So these two, there's apparently like a single spot. Yeah, it's a single little bit over there. Use some dirt. And this one's supposed to have leaves. In fact, we'll just get that out of the way right now. I'm probably going to need more than these 2 stacks. That's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1. And the rest of this just kind of goes along the edge. And that looks good. Fill this in. I hear footsteps. I don't likey. Just a sheep. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's great. Swell. Okay. Also, forgive me if I sound a little bit congested. That's because I feel a little bit congested. Just woke up and haven't had anything spicy yet today. I know. It's a crime. Where is the spicy ramen noodles, Fantazap? Where did you put them? What have you done with the real Fantazap, not covering your breakfast in hot sauce? What are you doing? Okay. Kind of going an L around this. Alright. Skip around to this side. And then also an L, and then just fill in the spots. Good. I keep hearing these footsteps and, like, being on guard. Difficulties on hard mode. Okay. The rest of those areas have their leaves already, so it's just this spot that's left. 1, 2. Then there's like a little hole over there. And also this segment. Okay. I mean, considering I'm not at 128 logs, 2 stacks is fine. Math is mathing. Okay. Jump into this hole. Completely cornered with no way out for a moment. We're gonna save the game real quick. Just so nothing stupid happens, because I can feel it in my bones. I can feel the stupidity in my bones. Ready to get me. Ready to get me. Okay. So once we go ahead, cover all these logs with the leaves, we'll go ahead get the torches placed as well. Get the torches placed inside the swamp after we put down like a piece of grass in each spot as well. Just to kind of make it not fail to grow. Because it's pretty clear that the grass has not somehow managed to spread over to all the islands. The edge ones have it because they're by the rest of the grass, but everything else is kind of lacking. Okay. Yeah, this will be done pretty quick, which I'm happy about. It should have been done last stream, but I want to say some things came up and cut it short. If I remember correctly. Just couldn't work on it for quite as long as I intended. Let's see. I guess said things was just dinner, wasn't it? Okay, good. So let's go ahead, kind of put a piece of grass on each island, just to kind of start the spread. Each one of these little bits. I don't need to have much on there. Grass spreads quickly in this version. I'll need the light, I think, to get it to grow. Maybe. Big, maybe. But one piece on every individual segment ought to get the job done. Over here. Over this way. This part has grass. This one needs some. And that has some. Okay. I think I got all the islands. Yeah. Everything's got grass to start growing. We'll go ahead and start getting torches down. So that way we have some light on these islands. Just pigs. Just pigs. Do not concern yourself with the piggies. Okay. I think that should let the grass spread, the torchlight. I don't know if there's much of a difference in this version between torchlight and otherwise, but gonna find out. Gonna find out. I just need everything to be like properly lit so I'm not getting jumped. We'll be starting with these outer islands. Okay. Run out of torches. I'm probably gonna need to make a understack at some point soon. This is getting very low. But we should be good for a little bit. At least to get the swamp done, that should not be a concern. Okay. Good. That there, that there. And then that's all the way around. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right? Yeah. Just kind of cover this whole thing. No more space. I'll light up down here for a moment, just to kind of match myself up with the islands, keep my grid going correctly. Okay. And I'll just do that where necessary to go ahead and get the torches in all the correct spots. Keep my torch OCD going correctly. Alright. Good. I don't know if the water will break the torches that are down there, but I don't really want to mess with that. I'm not confident it will, and because of that, it's like, well, if it doesn't, oof. 1. Right. Do. No, that's wrong. Wrong. I'll have to, like, merge some of these islands in the middle, I'm thinking. Like, probably connect all these 3 to have space for the outhouse, I'm thinking. Because I don't imagine I'll have enough room otherwise. If I want to give Shrek his best life, we need to have the proper space to hold an ogre. It's obviously very important. It's in Caring for Ogres 101. I said that incredibly awkwardly. You can tell that I haven't had spicy food this morning. You can tell it's showing. Okay. 2, 3. I feel like I should have a torch here, but there's just not space for it as far as my normal grid. All these are lit up, so we got that one and that one. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. This one. Okay, 1, 2. Gotta place them all the exact same distance from each other. Gotta align to the torch grid. It is imperative that the torch placement remains consistent. Because if it doesn't, we all will die. I don't make the rules, that's just how it works. It's how it works. There. Okay. No more space, no more space. Torch placement, done. And the grass is growing from just the torchlight, which is what I was going for. Great. Okay. Now, before I continue, I kind of want to, like, connect these central islands, so let's kind of work on that a little bit. Like that. I'm fine with there being like this sort of indent, I think. Like that. And then over this way. Like this goes past what I kind of drew out, right? Into something a little bit weirder. Like that, maybe? Okay. Make sure all the grass is, or make sure all the dirt's over other pieces of dirt. Just for the consistency of it all. And so then all these are connected in the middle now. So then I can kind of go ahead, make these ledges out here. 2, 3, 4. Crawl around this way. Like that. And connection-wise, that should be good. So now I can just kind of build over this. We'll make it as solid as we can. But this will give us space to build the outhouse. Okay. Don't leave any room for monsters to appear on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, this gives me like a proper platform to work with. Get some more torches put down in here, just to have that be consistent until I build something in this spot. And should be good, should be good. Okay. So as far as the block placement goes, we're done. The swamp is done, just plain terrain-wise. Now, on all of these islands, except for the center one, because we're going to build something first, we'll put some trees down. Because I know that that's normally a thing that these have. Okay. So getting through the place will be kind of difficult, just because of like the overgrown terrain, or the overgrown plants. Okay. I'm not super concerned with whether they all grow or not. If they don't, I will fix that in a moment. But for now, all that's placed, water sources. The grass is growing very quickly now with the light. I didn't see this part. I don't know if that would grow, but just in case. Everything else seemed fine, yeah. So, the grass is going to be above water. All this is going to be below. Now we'll let that fill in. There we go. That worked very nicely. That's probably the single easiest time I've ever had trying to use the water source block. That filled in perfectly. Okay. So let's go ahead and break this. Watch it fail to fill because it hates me. Okay, so this is the game we're playing. This is the game we are playing, isn't it? Okay, fill that back in. Don't be a goober. Wait for this to actually come together. Okay, why are you fighting me? Work. Okay, we're gonna wait for all the water to drain out again and try that once more. Because clearly this is being a little bit of a goober. The moment I tried to get rid of that source block, it was going great, it was going smooth, and then it just decided no. No, I don't think I'm going to be nice. We need all this water to get out. Get out. Go away. Gone. Do I have... No! I broke an understack, or an overstack. Okay, that is going away on its own. I just need to wait a little bit, and then it'll be fine. Okay, well, let's not do it from around here, because it's not really wanting to work all too well. Let's try... Did I miss a couple of spots on this side? I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Shoot. I'm gonna need to get more leaves, aren't I? That can't be helped. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Kind of do that cross shape. Good. 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay. I need more leaves. Can't have anything. Can't have anything. Get out of my way, piggy. Can't you see I'm suffering? Can't you see my perfectly thought out plan? Two-step. Why are you draining? Notch, fix your damn code. Brother. Can't believe this. It was supposed to work first try. It was supposed to work first try. It basically did. I just had to get rid of the water spawner block. And I lost the 1/3 chance of it filling in normally or breaking entirely, apparently. What is water? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Okay. We'll get more leaves. We're almost done with the swamp. Never heard of it? Well, I have. I've heard all about it. I was born by the water, molded by it. Dozens of creeper holes in my front lawn, drowning the land, drowning my soul. Where are the leaves at? 35 will be enough. I don't need more. I cannot use all the leaves I have. I need to leave some of them. Or else I just never get to place them again until Silk Touch shears get added. But I think it's just regular shears. Regular shears get to break the leaves, I want to say. But that's still going to be a minute. Still going to be a long minute. Water isn't real. Wild take. Crazy take, even. Crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Why would you say that? Misinformation over here. Okay. Looks like some of my swamp trees are growing. Yeah, they are. Some of my swamp trees are growing in, which is good. It's gonna be a fairly flat swamp. I feel like there's gotta be stuff I can do like around the edges to make it work a little bit nicer. This thing is not happy. It is all just completely draining. There ought to be something I can do to make the edge of it transition a bit better. I think Minecraft swamps are hard carried by the like green water, right? Like they're visibly murky, visibly dirty. Whereas this is like, doesn't really have that to it. It looks more like some watered down terrain, kind of. Although the trees are helping. The trees are helping the vibe I'm going for. But, if I had like a different block I could use. Like I could use green cloth or something and that would get the color I'm going for. The only problem with that is I'll have to burn down the swamp eventually when I get to Infodev, which isn't really what I'm going for. Okay. We're gonna let this water just continue to drain out, I think. I don't want to fight it. I don't want to try and like put stuff here while it's draining, because then it's just gonna make a big old mess like it always does. Okay. Well, while we wait for that to drain out, let's go ahead and start the outhouse. So it'll be a simple... Let me look up Shrek's outhouse. I need a reference image. This is very important. Shrek's outhouse. Okay. So it's kind of got like... It's wider than it is long. Or... It's wider than it is like far back. So I'm kind of thinking like... this, because we gotta account for a big ol' ogre, right? It's kind of like made of planks. Somebody once told me. The world is gonna roll me. Okay. It's made of planks. I don't want to use logs. It really is just a kind of dinky outhouse with like some growth at the top. Shrek isn't exactly living a life of luxury over here. Okay. We'll make it 4x3 to have like the room we need. And then... because I want to be able to go into the outhouse, right? It's very important that we can go inside the outhouse. Also, I want to do a little experiment. Because I was thinking, right? I was thinking how we don't have ladders. But on several occasions, we've run into a bug of some sort where we could go through water. Like, we could climb up blocks if there was water there. As long as it's along a certain... like a certain edge of the water. So, if we go ahead, put this there, right? Do that. You can swim back up. Then get rid of all this. This is like what I've kind of noticed, is water's hitbox is goofy, right? And there's like a certain angle where you can climb up from the outside. So yeah, it's the angle like going towards 0, 0, where you can climb it like a ladder. Which, for not having ladders, is very helpful. Very helpful. Now, we can't really use that for, say, the crow's nest or something like that. Just because we don't quite have the room to take advantage of it. But for Shrek's outhouse, if we want to have an easy way to go up and down, like underground, that works wonders. So, what we would do is to kind of get what we're going for. We're going to dig straight down a little bit. Kind of get caught down here, apparently. I forgot just how goofy the terrain is. Okay. Kind of dig this out a wee bit. And I want this to be... okay. This center part isn't going to have wood. You're not going to see this. I need to, like, figure out exactly what I'm going for. But this spot is going to have water. I can say that much. Yeah. In this little tunnel. Which means that over here is going to be where you go down. Let this water kind of drain out a little bit. Okay. Dig here, and I want to get below this water level, is my goal. Go enough below it that I don't have to worry about, like, digging into it by accident. Okay. And then down here, needs to match it. Okay. This is going to be a very kind of awkward water ladder, but we're going to make it work. Gonna make it work. Start drowning. Okay. I keep forgetting that, like, I don't have to breathe. I can just poke my head out of the water and be fine. I'm, like, update aquatic coded. Okay. Well, shoot. It's all water, always has been. Always has been. We will not worry too much about that right now. We can always come back and kind of drain out this cavern. But honestly, the cavern's a good point to lead to, right? I don't know what Shrek's, like, inside of the house looks like. We can look up some reference images later. But as a baseline, just going down to the cavern as a place to work with is good. In my opinion. Okay, so now go back down here. Kind of just pillar this up. Good. And I want to fill in these areas that have space. Okay. Come back up here. And lastly, because this is where the floor is going to be, right? This is the floor level of the outhouse. Lastly, we'll go ahead, put our water spawner there. That'll drain down. And now... Oh, well. Okay, right now that's not quite what I'm going for. I want that top block of water to stay. Okay. Look good. Looks good. Don't think it's gonna drain. I need to be right back. Quick restroom break. Okay, I'm back. I am sorry that took so long. Okay. Back. I hate having a body. Okay. What were we doing? Welcome, Nekos. Welcome. Yeah, we were working on the ladder. So yeah, this works exactly as I thought it would, which is good. And I think having water at the bottom will be very nice, just so we don't have to, like, emergency grab onto the side, right? So, let's go ahead and keep working on the top of it. Did the Taco Bell get ya? I work at a Taco Bell, funnily enough, so there may be some truth to that. I think it was just breakfast. Okay. Let's see here. Let me up. Okay. It's like every time I'm trying to get up out of here. Shoot. I made it up once. Why ain't this working a second time? Water all goes to the same place. If I stop holding space, sometimes I kind of just drop down. Could use a slab. I don't want to use a slab, but I can. Okay, shoot. Here, we'll put like a little dent in the outhouse, maybe? Well, I wanted this to be like covered is the problem. Which is kind of hard to do the way that I'm wanting. Like, I don't want you to be able to see it. Thinking. I mean, I can always just use a slab for this. So have the floor of the outhouse be the slab. And then... do that. Don't know why my fog was set. Stream is online. Yeah, I was be right back. Okay. And we do that, just so you can't actually see it. And then... now, with the slab there, I should actually be able to get up. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going for. So I don't actually need this back here. That can go. Now... let's go ahead and put a piece of dirt down. Okay, that was funny. I placed it after I broke it. Stay. Stay. Good. Okay, so now it's fine on the back. Let's go ahead, take a look at this. So we kind of have like leaves up at the top on the reference image. So I kind of want to put logs up here. Do something like that. Could make it one shorter. Let's make it one shorter on the side. We're working on Shrek's house right now. This is very important. I must keep my promises to chat. Here, let's do it like that. And then there. Have a little bit of breathing room up at the top. Put a torch. Good. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and kind of pillar up, use some leaves, and try and match the look. So there's kind of like bushes coming off of this side. Okay, so it can't actually go farther down, unfortunately. Thank you, Leaf Decay. So we got that. And then over here, the way it looks is kind of just like dangling down a little bit. Okay. Climb on up. Climb on back and we'll be off. Do that. Okay. I think that works. And we'll do like one more line of logs right here to kind of match it up good. Okay. I kind of want these leaves to be like that, to kind of show that they're dropping from the top, and then do that. Okay. Now we kind of have... Oh, I'm getting called. Alright, I'm back. I was getting called by my grandpa. Okay, don't know why. Okay, YouTube's no longer being goofy. That was weird. Did I drop frames? Oh, I dropped a little bit of frames. That'd be why. Okay. But now I have a way up and down. Now, mind you, this is going to immediately break once I start trying to drain things down there. But should be fine. So now we kind of have our little outhouse over in the middle of the swamp. Got all our leaves. So now I just need the actual water. So let me see here. This will work. Watch that fill in. Give it a moment to really get all the way through. Make our swamp completely swampy. What will be down there? That'll be Shrek's house. You know, Shrek doesn't live in the outhouse, it's just the entrance. It's the entrance to Shrek's home. It's very important. Shrek needs a home. If Shrek didn't have a home, what would we be? What would we be? What would we be? I can't speak. What would we do? What would we do? We'd be monsters. We'd be monsters to deny Shrek a place of residence. Okay. Good. Pulled that off pretty cleanly, I think. So now we have our swamp. The Schwemp is done. Maybe more of those trees end up growing, maybe not, we'll see. But what Why? How? Why is this draining? Everything was full of water. What? Is there a hole? Is there a leak down at the bottom? Okay, well... Brother. I don't like these water physics. This is bull. Okay. The bottom seems fine. The bottom doesn't look like it's actively draining. Where are you draining from? Why? Okay, we'll leave a block there. Once this finishes draining so that it properly physics again, we'll go ahead and just leave the water spawner block and like do a very, very close examination of everything here before we try to break the spawner. Because I don't know what that's all about. Okay, so we'll come back over here. We'll leave that to do its thing. I think. Think this layer might still be draining? Question mark. Okay, we're just not gonna screw with that for a moment. We'll be back in a little bit. These water physics, I swear. Then again, that kind of looks more swampy. With the leaves exposed? I don't hate that. I don't hate the single layer of water. Because I think that adds to it, actually. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, actually. You know what? Thank you, water physics, for correcting me where I was wrong. Don't know why you're doing it, but we'll take it. I think like being able to see the leaves and not them just kind of being a kind of murky transition between the water and not adds to the swampy look. That's where I'm at, I think. Sip of water. Drink, drink. Drink, drink. Drink, drunk. Okay, so let's go ahead, return to base, get some sponges. And we're gonna kind of empty that cavern out a wee bit. So that way we can actually work with the cavern down there. I've got plenty of dirt to kind of patch in the walls where need be. And I can enclose a certain space for me. I mean, I can also grab stone. If we have a stone understack, I'll use that instead. But the big thing is just clearing out some area to work with so that I can go ahead. We don't have a stone understack, do we? No. So that I can go ahead and just have room to build Shrek's house. We'll see what we actually put down there, like physically. We'll get around to it eventually, but I gotta have a start. Okay, I'll put the sand understack there because I'm not really using that. Sponge understack to clear out the place, and we'll get right to work. This will probably break the ladder. I'm like 80% sure it will. So we're gonna go ahead and put a water spawner block where we'll replace it once we're done, just so it's constantly like filling back in the ladder, I think. Then again, right? I don't want it to... I can just block the water from getting into the rest of it, actually, with a sponge. Because it, like, force fields. Hello, chat statue. The dopiest build on the world. Hello, funeral home. Alright, swamp is right over that way. Shrek lives very close to the funeral home. I wonder if that's symbolic. Maybe Shrek owns the funeral home. Dealt with? Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling the leaves being exposed. I think that makes everything work quite a bit nicer. Okay. Yeah, the water has finished draining over here, so swap those out. Put that back. This adds to the swampy look, and then I can kind of like transition into here a bit better by like taking out a layer, right? Just generally going around taking out a layer of the outside of the pond. And I can work on terraforming this a little bit better in a moment. Right now I'm just trying to do a tiny bit of that work. Bare minimum, kind of start it. I do like having a little bit of a drop-off, but this makes it not quite as extreme. Okay. That good? That works. Yeah, that gets the job done. I'll need to put some more torches along the edge, but for now we're good. Okay. So let's go ahead, put our source block right here. Source block right there. And kind of drop down and start clearing this area out. Okay. I have some torches. Okay, I need to be able to see, first and foremost. So back behind here is where the ladder goes down. So we'll go ahead and just kind of fill this area with planks. Finish sealing up the ladder itself. Like so. Kept the logs, good. So now this area isn't going to be draining into the rest of the place. It's just going to go ahead and be my way up and down. We'll even like double torch it to kind of mark, hey, this is the ladder. Here, we'll put that there instead. That there. And double torch on the ladder itself. We can't climb it right now because of the sponges, but we'll be able to once everything's cleared out. Okay. Just get these little individual bits dealt with. And I think we'll just keep going in any direction until we finish draining out complete water caves. I think that'll be the strat. This is kind of like the sponge mine, but in this instance, I'm actually going to like get rid of the sponges. Which I think should help get rid of the water, because it will generally drain down, if I remember correctly. Like, this does kind of awkwardly go all over the place. My bigger priority should be over here, I'm thinking. Okay. But I do plan to get rid of all the sponges. If we kind of just place things around down here, and then break a whole bunch of sponges, it should all drain downwards. And then just kind of go ahead and do half the job for us, I think is how that should work. And we'll keep this sponge right here to protect the entrance, as we kind of go ahead and release the floodgates. So I want to say it like generally flows downwards. Rule of thumb. And that'll get rid of the higher up stuff. Okay. Well, I say that, but it's really, really wanting to fight me here. What are these water physics? Because it's very, very successfully kind of filling in all these areas. Maybe the sponges are stopping it from evaporating? When were water physics changed? I want to say late inf-dev or early alpha. Somewhere along those lines. I'll pull up the wiki right quick. Like, water physics get removed entirely in inf-dev for a little bit, but then they get added back with a new system. Okay, yeah, late inf-dev, 615, flowing water gets properly added. So that's when it goes to, like, modern water physics. Okay. That's holding that back for now. So I can't count on, like, actual water evaporation. Just not a thing I can really do. So I guess we just kind of sponge everything up for a while. Completely in the dark as it transitions from day to night. Okay. I cannot see crap all. So I'm playing on inf-dev version between both systems. That tracks. I cannot see anything. Notch, fix your code. If I like... Oh, it's like a flash of light. Wait. I can like flashbang the area with the fog effect. That's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. Okay. So these two are holding that back. So we can kind of clear out some of this. Wish I could see. We'll wait for the light to come back. It'll be great. It'll be swell. Those two sponges are holding that corridor back entirely. I just need to do this like corridor by corridor, I think is the strat. So slowly but surely push these tunnels backwards. And that way I won't have to worry about it filling back in and causing trouble. Kind of swim along the top, get all these high points. Oh, I can see again. Nice. Nice. Okay. It's good. Alright. This area is cleared out, so I don't have to worry about this spot anymore. I don't know how far I want to bring out these sponges. I don't want a repeat of the sponge mine, so I'm kind of making sure I break everything while I'm doing it. Because this is Shrek's home, right? This isn't Sponge Mine 2. This is going to be a place where Shrek can live. And we need to account for that. Sponges, they just aren't very sanitary. They don't make for a good living environment. So they can only be temporary. Extreme measures to clean everything up. Okay. Kind of going around. Here. Break this. Gotta like dig through these tiny tunnels to get all the water. Okay. Got some over here as well. We're gonna have a lot of these. I can clear this area out. This is fine. This whole chunk of terrain has been successfully drained. I do need to go down there and kind of clear that section out before I continue. So let's come over here real quick. These torches aren't really at all meant to be stopping mobs. This is really just so I can have a little bit of eyesight. I'm a little bit concerned that I might end up flooding the area as I'm breaking these, but right now I think we're good. Yeah, it's all holding itself in. That's holding that corridor. We've already done the one back there. Up top, we can climb up to. There'll be a good bit of terraforming. I kind of like the idea of having this area be mostly natural cave. We might like expand it out to be one big cavern, but like have almost buildings inside of here could be fun. Like an underground village of some sorts. We'll see how that plays out. But like if we're doing the silly water ladder trick, I think it's only right to kind of take advantage of this big amount of terrain to work with. Okay, good. Slowly but surely get all this completely drained. Over here is good, looks like. Yep. Okay. This is coming along well at the very least. I'm gonna need more torches, but there is coal down here. So I can always just actually craft some for once. Let's go ahead and do that. $16 will get us by for a little bit. Plenty of coal ore. So we'll make some more in a little bit. Okay. Can climb up here, get rid of some of these sponges. This cavern draining nonsense. Okay, this area good, this area is good. Like, in theory, I should be able to just drain the spots beneath here and it all disappear, but I'm not even going to attempt to, like, manipulate evaporation physics. Making this be any ounce of convenient is completely theoretical. Okay. Oh, this gets down to bedrock. Oh, that's funny. Okay. This does kind of, like, go through here a little bit. I'm trying to drain out this entire cave system. I know it's not really necessary, but I don't know. It feels like I should. So now we have this big old bedrock level cave. And we got a way up there as well. Let's kind of dig up this way. Block over there. There. Kind of get rid of some of these. I'm gonna, like, entirely lose the swamp, aren't I? This is just my torch placement obsession, but underground edition with sponges instead of torches. Like, I don't need to go this far out, but I want to have as much ground as I can. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and head back towards the main cavern. I don't need to be over here. This doesn't really help me in the slightest. I feel like I'm just doing a time sink right now. So let's head back home. You don't have to worry. Up there, I think, is the way. We really just made a second sponge mine, didn't we? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Come back around here. Yeah. Back to Shrek's actual home. This area does need a bit of draining. Like, this can go. We'll worry about breaking the sponges, I guess, as we decide where to build stuff. This is just sponge mine, too. Brother. It's what I wanted to avoid, but I cannot be bothered to place every, or break every sponge as I place them. I cannot be asked. We don't have to, like, worry about what we're building down here right now as well. Like, the big thing I wanted to do was just get this drained enough so that I can do something down here. And that much has been accomplished. Like, I can break the sponges in the immediate vicinity of the ladder and not have to worry about it flooding back in. Okay. Up here we've got like a really goofy setup. Oh, this is that one corridor we blocked off. Okay, kind of go from the top down. I don't know what happened to that one torch. Oops. Okay. I don't need to be doing this. This isn't necessary right now. Let's return to the ladder. We've done our job. So now I can go ahead, get rid of a couple of these. Is there any coal right by where I'm at? So I can make a couple more torches. Just to have some on hand. Ought to be some coal. Where are you at? I don't like having this much unlit ground. Where's it at? I saw some earlier. Granted, I was far down these tunnels, but... Ah, there's some. Okay. Go ahead, grab like 8 of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make a little bit of sticks. Okay, we'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. That'll be nice and even. 48 torches will get me by for a little bit. And then I can just light up some of this ground. Feel a little bit safer. Don't have to be perfect right now, but this does help the comfort levels down here. In this forsaken sponge mine. Sponge mine 2 electric boogaloo. Good. That can go there. I keep telling myself, hey, I don't need to be doing this, and then I just keep placing more and more sponges. Presumably for as long as I'm gonna keep streaming. How much is good enough? I don't know. No clue. Okay, good. This is ridiculous. There's a little patch up there that can go. A little bit up here. Follow this for a sec. drains down. Right there. Follow this tiny, tiny trail of water that is probably not relevant. Just because I can't help myself. I've got a problem. Okay, there's good. And over here. That's also good. Kind of get this, like, water platform above me. Oh, hello, sir. Shit. Okay, you're kind of... Heard you're pretty strong. Heard you're pretty strong. That was horrifying. I came close to dying and losing lots of sponge placement progress. We're gonna save the game. We're gonna save the game after that encounter. And let's see. Are we good? Are we good on water? At least in the immediate area. There's some over here I can deal with. It's a little bit far from what I'm actually working with, though. Oh, hello, lag spike. Ow. There goes my frames. There they go, all gone. Took a big bite of my frame rate. Nom nom nom. This is ridiculous. Anytime any underground building stuff is done, like in this original in-dev era part of the world, people are going to find sponges. All over the place, all over the place. I don't know how far these caves expand, but they go a good bit. There will be sponges. You will find them. You will stumble upon them. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up connecting to the original sponge mine at some point. Like, if I went far enough in any given direction, this might eventually meet back up. Sponges everywhere. Okay, okay, where is home? I need to call it quits right here and now. Because I also haven't eaten yet, and I have work today. And the big thing I wanted to do today was just get done with the swamp. I've done that. What's under the swamp is a future project. I don't have to worry about it right now. We're good. Fine. We've done it. Ought to be plenty of space. So now... Yep, it's no longer blocking the ladder. So I can just kind of swim right back up. Now... in terms of... what I want the ladder to be made out of, like what I want the wall there to be, I kind of want the natural stone to stay in place. And we'll go ahead and put some water right here, just to kind of cushion the fall a wee bit. That works. I think 4 blocks ought to be enough to stop any fall damage. Okay. It's a little bit goofy. Let that fill in. Good. Put that there. And we're good. So this is kind of the floor of the bottom of the ladder. Now, I guess I should have this wood extend all the way down, I'm thinking. So we'll just kind of break a good bit of this. gonna flood this area. Oh, that all's like, no! No! Brother. These damn water physics. How much of this did it fill? How much of my progress has been undone? I can't be breaking any sponges, apparently. I gotta leave everything intact. Or else any water drainage in the wrong spot is just going to fill everything up. Everything. Every ounce of it. Okay. Well, shite. This isn't what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Okay. Fill that in. Kind of get these parts to be made out of wood. Just get everything to be consistent. Just as a base plank layer. Good. Break this one sponge. So now that should be allowed to flow in. Can break you. Good. Okay. Is that filled back up? Yes, it is. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put a sponge way over here. Stop it from, like, flowing over this way, I think. Shouldn't mess with the ladder. Yeah, ladder's fine. Should be good. Make sure that messages are still showing up. Yep. YouTube chat is not breaking. Good. Because it likes to do that. And then if I fall down, I get caught by the water and I'm perfectly fine. Okay, we're good. This is fine. Got more water nonsense up here. Just go ahead and stop all of it from being an issue. Okay. That didn't mess with the spawner block, did it? No. Spawner block's safe. I want to say that sponges can erase the spawner blocks in this version. Like, 90% sure. So, I do need to be a little bit careful. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And I just need to fill all this in. All of this. Fill with the planks. Get it all nice and consistent. Good for my ladder. See the outhouse expand way underground. No! You goober. You absolute goober. Okay. This all just kind of naturally drains out with how the sponges are placed, which is good. Got one left up there. Okay, swim up. And that side's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's not gonna awkwardly drain on me. We're good. Let's kind of pillar up. Get that. And the rest of that's fine. Okay. Good. I do like this tech. This is like a very... It's a very practical thing. Most of the little quirks just aren't too helpful. But this one is like... I can have ladders. I just can't really, like, have them be exposed. Okay. So now let's just make this look a little bit nicer, this basic cavern entrance. There. You don't have to worry about it draining out anymore. Fill this all in with the planks. Good. And then I think just have more planks over here. Kind of be another part of the wall. Yeah. Okay. We can work with that. And just to finish this area off, we'll do some logs just here at the floor. Like that. Dig around this. Keep it consistent. Okay. Good. Now we can go ahead, swim all the way up, and our ladder is done. It's such a weird little quirk of the water physics. It's going to break, I'm sure, at some point. But for the time being, we have a way up and down out of the outhouse. Which is nice. I don't know... Let me see when ladders get added. Because once those are a thing, then I can actually use that, but... Until then, this gets the job done. Yeah, ladders get added in inf.dev. Okay. inf.dev 607. I don't know if the water model, the water hitbox is fixed by then. If it isn't, then perfect. We just never have to worry about that. 1.15, you should replace the sides with honey for real. I forget, can you climb up honey blocks? Oh wait, yeah, I guess I could have it. No, I remember. You can do this in modern Minecraft with honey blocks, I forgot. We just don't need that here because the water hitbox expands through it. It's our own little ladder. You know, and let's go ahead and save the game real quick. If I wanted to, because I'm thinking about this, right? I'm thinking about this. The reason we can't access the crow's nest up top on the ship is just for lack of ladders. If I expand the crow's nest pole to be like a little plus sign on the ship, then I can just put a water bubble, not water bubble, I can put water inside the poles of the ship and just have a way to get up there. You know? Like right now it's just a one block thing. And it might be a little bit awkward to pull off. But I could make it work. I could make it work. Hold up. Hold up, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. Climb our little shark outlook. Because I want to have access to the crow's nest, and now that I know about this, it might be cumbersome to get working, but if I can, oh, will it be beautiful. Okay. Finally have reason to set foot on the ship again. Because, right, like, this is the setup we have right now. So what we would do is we would go ahead and kind of expand this way a little bit. just to not, like, interrupt the sail at all. You can keep that over there. And just make this be a proper little diamond shape, right? So it might look a little bit thick from the distance, but the practical use of this will be very nice. Okay. Break you. We've got a little bit of slabs on us to work with. Okay. And so now we do this. And so our crow's nest, we kind of want to expand to match that. So let's go ahead and break some of these. Okay. Put that there. We're going to make sure that the water doesn't flow out of here. So we'll break these torches. Do that. When we fill the crow's nest up with water. And it's entirely contained, right? Yeah. So that's not going to leak onto the ship, which is good. And now, go. We'll have torches on each of the corners of that. Take these planks and go around this. Because, right, I wanted to have a way up to the crow's nest, but, like, I didn't want to do a spiral staircase or anything. Because it just doesn't feel right. But now, this segment, right here, you can climb up, right? And then what we'll go ahead and do is we'll kind of... No. Bad, wrong, loud, incorrect buzzer. Okay. We'll move these slabs all the way around here. And we'll need to, like, do something with the slabs on the edge. Or on that little segment to be able to climb up. So maybe we expand this a little bit, perhaps. So instead of having it like this, instead of having it like this, we go ahead and like push it out one more. Would that look too big? We're already making this bigger. Hold up. So drop it down real quick and just get a look at how the crow's nest kind of seems size-wise from down here. It's fine if it's bigger than the front one. I think that's perfectly fair. Like, that doesn't make it look worse. I think that's fine. Yeah. The size of the crow's nest is good right now. I just don't want it to be too big. I mean, if we can get on top of it, then it's fine. We could also just not fill in the water at the top, which could look a little bit silly, but it makes this work the most practically. Okay, so this might be a problem. It let me hop up that time, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make these inner parts be slabs. We're gonna make, yeah, we'll make the inner bits be slab, and so that way we can climb on top of them. We'll have this bit of water up here, which is a little bit odd, but once again, like, you're not going to be seeing it from the bottom, and the practicality of being able to use the crow's nest, I think, outweighs it being a little bit silly. We're just making use of what we've got. Okay. So we are out of slabs. Let me see what the recipe is in this. I don't think it's just stone. It might be smooth stone. Slab. Three slabs from 3 cobblestone. Okay. That is very convenient. We can even put like a crafting table up here because we actually have reason to come up this way. Okay. I don't want this to be on the side where like you're looking out towards the rest of the world. We'll put this right there. Okay. Torches in each of these spots, I'm feeling. Good. And lastly, we'll make a couple of slabs. Like so. Good. Alright, so now we can actually come up to the crow's nest and look at the world. Holy crap. I didn't think I'd be able to like do that, but we're not messing with that one. That one I think needs to be small. But for the big back sail, this works. This gets the job done. Okay. So we'll finish coming back down here. And yeah, just a little ladder. And we'll mark it with the double torch. Alright. Let's go ahead and like see how this looks from over here. From the side. I want to make sure that... Oh, did I not light up the top of this? Brother. What was I doing? What was I cooking? Okay. Hold up, I gotta like get this torch placement going. Gotta get this... Okay, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Let's drop down to the side of the ship. See what we're looking at. See if it like makes it look too clunky, which I don't think it does. I think it's fine with the big sail. And then it also makes it contrast the one in the front. Just the slightly bigger crow's nest to account for it. Nice! I didn't think we'd really be able to make a way up there. Like, I was kind of sad about that when I was first building the ship, but now that we have, like, our water ladder strat, that opens things up. We can do some silliness. We're gonna save the game. Nice. That put me in a good mood. Climb way up top. And this is like a good central high point view of the entire world. Like, you can see the island, we can see the second continent, other island, or we can look back on our own world, make out the pumpkin, you can kind of see the swamp, very barely see the outhouse. You can get a side view of chat, back view of the pyramid. You can see the bridge, kind of sort of make out the rim of the arena. You can see like the wall of it. It's nighttime, so it's hard to really see everything. You can wait for daytime to come. Or if we want to get on a sail and jump into the water, we can also do that for a quick way down. We have this little water puddle at the top, and it looks kind of silly, but I don't think it's hurting anything. I think this works quite nicely, honestly. We can drop down very quickly as well at the risk of our ankles. Who needs those? Yeah. Keep the fog at the right distance. Watch the sun rise from a very high vantage point. Pop my back. Every bone in my body. Snap. I miss this. It's always... Every time I take a little break from the world for one reason or another, I'm always very happy to be back. I need to, like, make sure I'm not taking those multiple month-long breaks, but I'm in a little bit of a better spot mentally right now, so... Shouldn't be happening. Might have the occasional week-long break when, you know, holiday nonsense is going on, but... Oh, man. That looks kind of cool. Seeing the second continent actually having, like, a clear view from over here. That looks nice. Kind of have, like, the cliffs breaking onto the edge of the water. Yo. You can also see the world seam, which is funny. You can even see it, like, breaking up that other continent over there. You can see the seam go all the way through and the fog hiding the corners. Once LEGO gets the Spore Blossom mod working, I think it'll be really cool, like, seeing what people over there do. Makes everything feel just a little bit more connected, I think, which is nice. It's amazing what just a little vantage point can do. We have our little shark outlook. Yo. I'm very happy about this. I am extremely happy about this. Realizing that water ladder glitch, like, finally registering the fact after, like, what, a year? 2 years of playing this? We haven't gotten to InfDev yet, so it'll still be a bit before ladders, but having this is so good. That opens doors. We're probably going to abuse this even more in the future. Yeah, now you can make out, like, the fact that that's the wall of the arena over there. Nice clear day view. Sniper trees. The farm, you can see, like, the entrance of it just barely. It might be entirely pixelated for you guys. The glass around the lava lamp pumpkin just kind of making waves as I move the camera. Still need to finish that side of the beach. Like, it's good over there, but I do need to continue that at some point. Maybe that'll be the next thing we work on. I think, like, we've done... Let me think of what's all done. We started work on the vaults, which is a bit more of a long-term project. We've gotten, like, the first one done. We know how it'll look. It's a matter of just blowing up holes on the ground until we have the space for them, and then building them out. Or waiting for multiplayer and, like, doing just long mining streams with friends. We'll see. We've finished the farm, so the mine is another build that we need to work on. We've done the tower, we've done the park. The sniper tree is, like, cleaned up around it, which is really all I wanted to have done. That was the big thing. It just felt kind of, like, ugly placed there. We've built the swamp, and we have the outhouse and the entrance to whatever we decide to do down there. The pathways we can continue a little bit. That was another general project that we can probably just do a big stream on. So we'll continue the pathways. We have the mine. I think once we're done with that, we're good to go back to working on the village. Just kind of do the village and arena and the vaults and just kind of switch between the two on any given stream. Just do whatever we feel like working on at the time. But we're pretty much almost done with finishing up all those. And I guess we have just general terraforming on the side too. That's not really a build, that's more of just more cleanup. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. And I think I have work in an hour, so I need to eat and get ready. But yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. This was a fun little stream, always good to be back. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night. I guess not night, good evening, goodbye.